This is the final video, just the finishing touches. So we left off where we needed to join these objects to this outline here. And I just want you to be careful how you do that, because if I just grab everything and then I go to my Pathfinder and I want to ask it to unite, I'm going to get that, okay? Even though I've divided them, so if I just take that out, and we know that we divided them earlier, but the fact that I select this, it will just mean, if I put it over here, it just means that, you know, everything joins together. So let's just go here and then unite, yeah? So everything is connecting, and that's not what we want. So make sure that you just select only the bits that you require. So I'm going to pick up these bits, and then I'm going to ask those to unite, and now they're one object. And that's how you're going to create your your black and white versions as well. So here I can create black and white version very quickly like that, or we can invert them and so on. Back to this one, I'm going to add the curly bit, sort of reflection over here. It's just a circle and again another triangle. We're going to tell them both to unite. Again, we're going to take the objects through the envelope distort, make with warp, and this time, you know, you can have it quite bulbous at one end. So I probably made these a little bit too bulbous, but again, we want the vertical arc, and we want to bend it this way. So let's go for that. And because it's envelope distort, I can abuse it. And we can place it, and then once I'm ready I can expand it. You want to make everything as simple as possible, so keeping different elements but as simple as possible for you, for any possible clients. The final thing I'm going to do is add the word lemon, and it's going to nip back into this one and just grab the word lemon. Again, that's warping, but this time because I'm selecting text, I'll make envelope warp up here. So I'm going to click on it and just make sure it's going the way that I want it to go this time. So I don't need this vertical bend here, and I want it to come over the horizontal. That would go up this way. We want it to come this way, so we're just bending it. Okay. If we needed to do any adjustment beforehand, of course you're going to choose your font. You might want to download something a bit more suitable than this from the web. If you need any help with that, ask me. But I'm looking at using our character, there it's over there, character panel, in order to get a sort of sample of what it's going to look like. Just put it back to Arial for now. Of course, you've got the font size, you've got the font type. Sometimes we get italics and bold and all of that kind of thing in the drop-down menu here. Leading we're not using at the moment. You might want to stretch or squeeze the word together. Let's just stretch it. You might also want to adjust the kerning, but you'll notice you can't get into kerning until you're right inside the word, because kerning adjusts just the single space in between two letters. It's used a lot in newspaper headlines and that kind of thing. So now I'm going to come in and let's just reduce it. So if there were specific spaces that just didn't look right, I can come in and just bring them together. Oops. Okay, now I've made a right old mess of that. Let's warp it. And then that's going to come in the final thing is you might look at making variations on this. So here's a straightforward version. You could try one with a stroke as well. So I'm going to add a bright, let's go pink stroke onto it. Maybe increase the stroke size. So stroke weight. And so on. So we managed to get that one. Now again, I'm being prohibited from applying the stroke because I have a warp mesh on, so I need to expand and then I can apply stroke. Don't forget, make a little list of the Pantone colours that you're using. So you can double click and get the Pantone colour here. I haven't been paying very much attention to my layers, so you can always organise afterwards if it has gone a bit haywire. If I select everything here, I'm going to create a fresh layer. I can move just this logo into a single layer. Let's lock that one. I can still get hold of this one, put that in a single layer, so you can still organize. You might also want to create groups, so that makes it much simpler to move around. Okay, whereas this is just going to fly around the place. So if I just make sure I've grouped it, and I gave it a little orientation as well, which just sort of gives it a little bit of visual kick and makes it more noticeable.